Welcome to this quiet space for thoughtful reflections. Let's talk about Leah today. Leah must have been constantly faced with a lot of rejection for her father to resort to deception just to marry her off to Jacob. So, I mean, there was a thing in their customs that the younger one was not supposed to be given in marriage before the older one. But excuse my French, we can all agree that that's just crap. Because Jacob was a relative, and I mean, he must have been used to their customs, and he knew definitely that there will be something to, or there's a way they can work it out for him to go ahead to ask for Rachel's hand in marriage. But there's something remarkable that happened with Leah's story. So, I mean, she was indeed now married to Jacob, but here's the thing: the Bible recorded that Jacob loved Rachel more than he loved Leah. So you see that the cycle of rejection continues. But observe Leah's mindset. She thinks that she has to birth more sons just to be accepted by Jacob, just to be loved by Jacob. So she goes on a birthing spree. I can just imagine, we can just imagine what life must have been like for her, constantly having to bend over backwards, giving and giving, doing, uncomfortable things, just, displeasing yourself just to please people, going to extremes, right, just to be accepted by her husband. And just think of how difficult that must have been for her, knowing that this other person was her sister who Jacob loved more, right? So rejection actually is it's a real thing. But the beautiful thing is just remembering who you are, right? I know it sounds cliche, we've heard this over and over again, but do we really believe? Do we really know? Do we really believe that we are loved by God? And that is the most amazing feeling in the world. Just that knowing, right? Just having that truth, stepping into that reality that you are loved by God. And that's what all that matters. I know sometimes it can be very difficult. In fact, a lot of times it's difficult having to give and give your time, helping others, even when it's extremely inconvenient for you, going above and beyond just so you're accepted and loved and cherished and all of that. Sometimes, we even go as far as giving our love, giving our even our money sometimes, and these things are not reciprocated, not necessarily by the people that we are doing these things for, but by anyone at all. And that feeling, that feeling of rejection, that feeling of not being accepted can leave a person's mind messed up, and in a constant state of flight, just because of a trail of you know past experiences of rejection. I know for a fact that it hurts. I know for a fact that it's heartbreaking. And the most daunting thing about it is the fact that there's that consciousness all of the time, and that assumption that you are going to be rejected, and your brain being in that constant flight mode because you're perceiving. At the remote, perception of rejection, you are already, you know, on the run. But a lot of times you're wrong. It's a flawed mindset, because you will keep seeing that, you will keep expecting rejection in every relationship, and it's keeping you from beautiful things, it's keeping you from beautiful connections, it's keeping you from quality relationships. So I just want to remind you today that you are loved. And I know you hear this all the time, but I want you to believe it today, that you are loved. You are loved by God. And it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a freeing thing. When you come into that truth, when you come into that knowing, it's going to influence your decisions. It's going to influence your behavior. It's going to influence your actions. You understand? I can imagine how toxic that environment was for Leah, right? And even the one she must have created in her head, right, from a place of hurt. It's understandable. But even in every toxic relationship, you are only responsible for you, right? Your behavior and or your response is the only thing you can control. So please, have this, step into this knowing, step into this beauty, step into this reality that you are loved by God. His love is unfailing, it's constant, it's pure, it's truth. And when you step into it, beauty emerges. It begins to, it flows into other aspects of your life, and then there's a change. Something changes, and that change becomes very obvious, right? Because you begin to grow, you go from the inside. Once you come into that reality, you need to change your mindset, you need to change, and you change your behavior by changing your thoughts. You change your thoughts by stepping into this truth that you are loved by God. So I want to leave you with this. God loves you. He loves you. His love is true. His love is unfailing. His love is constant. Okay? Please do not forget to subscribe, and always remember God loves you and I love you. Bye.